energy here. Kakeru versus Blaz. You saw the characters on the screen. One tidbit that I do want to mention is that, in fact, Kakeru was the one to send Blaz into loser side, right? But with that in mind, when you look at that exact 3-0, the character selection from Blaz was Ken 2 times over, then with the Kuma, not with the interaction of Ryu.
Indeed, and then we're seeing the hovering right now. It looks like we're gonna get the Ryu, and I know that all the momentum is in Blaz's corner right now, but we cannot overlook Kakeru. He's got the winner's side advantage. He uses departure unlike anybody else. He's brought JP to a new level, and he continues to do so. But let's hear Ryu go in for a second.
The energy is tangible. It is extremely tangible. The chills are here. The electricity all over the air. Let's direct to the game. Here we go. Grand finals. Kakeru versus Blaz, game 1.
Already, baby, we'll see. Blaz, as you mentioned, is going with the Ryu, something that Kakeru didn't see before. And you know they poured over the amount of footage. We'll see what adjustments happen. Kakeru, of course, has just been looking so on point. But right there, already getting beaten to the punch, literally.
What's the defensive aspect going to be like for Kakeru? Taking a little bit of a beatdown for the drive gauge. Now even more so from that punish counter. Blaz is calculating. He still manages to get the immediate secure. The first round against Kakeru, trying to opt for movement, desperate to get out of the corner. Well read.
Well done already, Blaz. Showing that this momentum is going nowhere right now. And truly, it feels like a reset is in the air, but obviously this is only the first round. Kakeru's got a whole lot of time to start getting opposed and figuring out what Blaz is bringing to the table. Yep, a parry, trying to parry on the ghost, but he baited it out. Classic JP strats. Letting the departure do the lifting, but he never lets him get in for free. The trade was there.
And I like that too from Blaz. A chance now! Perfect parry! Taking it away from the Prince. Tatsu to get him closer, get that corner push.
Forward jump, perfect parry. Blaz is on one.
And the cross cut, still very pristine. And I like the empty jump just to kind of tantalize Kakeru into doing anything, really, but Kakeru backs off. He sensed danger. The instincts are so up there. The punish counter, the tail end of the swing. Still manages to catch.
And Blaz has gotten so many hits already with that crouch medium punch, right? So Kakeru adjusting his spacing, realizing where the bread is being buttered. Make sure he got a clean whip punish. Drive rushing in behind the spike as well. Keeping everything clean and tight. Oh,
what
the
a
Ashogeki whip, and he's still at the parry.
He missed his opportunity to continue the combo. That juggle could have been a big opportunity to spend the critical art, but now Kakeru spends one of his own, a Super Art 3 to be specific.
Yes, indeed. So Kakeru, he's willing to empty out the resources, and I extremely agree with that one. You can't give this kid another round.
3 bars to the name of Blaz, so ever important. When you see how often he carries his opponents to the corner, and just like that to start things off, the standing light kick to gauge Kakeru and what buttons he wants to press. In exchange, double departure, set up a third just in case. Backing away is Blaz, sensing danger yet again.
And this has been Kakeru's MO, right? The departure game has been immaculate. We've seen the timings with the whip punishes comboing into it, and that's why Blaz tried to force himself away, but not quite far enough. And again, putting out the departures to the snap. You saw even Kakeru during the entrance to the snap. He was going to get burnt out either way, so he decided to drive reversal. Very smart.
So cognizant of his drive gauge. He's been so adamant about making sure that if he does happen to burn out, he does it by his own volition. Kakeru trying to chip away as much as possible.
Wow. The reaction from Kakeru as well. Just hits so late. OD amnesia, but he goes through it and then parries. Jumps back as well and sweeps after.
World?
The defense. Kakeru gets a huge clutch back throw, though. This could change everything, especially when he throws the parry. He puts the level 2 on top of him as well. And one more parry. He knew what was coming. Kakeru off to the races.
That situation with the Lavushka would have been so difficult to even call. Blaz, I like the opportunity there that he presented himself with the parry. Kakeru just 2 steps ahead. Had it been correct, he could have let the level 3 rip perhaps and catch Kakeru slipping, but that's not the case. As you can see, Kakeru up 1 game, trying to reassess what Blaz is going to do. Departure right above his head. It's still going to be able to get the sweep attempt from Blaz. A little overzealous in trying to score that knockdown.
Indeed. Now the spike, he's going to get out of the departure range again. That's got to be the priority for Blaz throughout the set. Tags him low, though. And Kakeru, of course, OD departure, get him close. Always assassinating and chipping down that drive gauge as well as Kakeru. Check on the drive rush. You already know how it goes. The stand medium kick or the crouch medium punch every single time. You cannot come in for free.
Looking so dangerous. We do not want to get a repeat of a 3-0. At least we want to see a little bit more games. The overhead, that's the first one I feel like that Kakeru's really been hit by throughout the entirety of this whole ordeal. Set up the departure yet again, fainting with the ghost.
Indeed. But yeah, Kakeru has been automatic with the crouch fierces. And again, he would have got burnt out anyway, so he does the offensive drive reversal and baits out the OD amnesia for a quick punish. Hashogeki meaty, keeping him locked down here, but a big throw into the level 2, of course.
Lavushka, what's the defense like? Just a little bit of a scratch, not too bad for Blaz as he regains his drive gauge, getting closer to seeing that green. How much chip damage can Kakeru inflict? That's totally fine now for Blaz. He will absolutely take that, being as risk-averse as possible. Now he's double dashing in. Wait a minute!
Oh, yeah, not quite late enough for the timing to combo with the spike, so he just takes the teleport out of the corner. Very smart from Kakeru, but that time got caught standing up when the kid was still in crouch medium kick range. You go pay for that every time.
3 bars to the side of Blaz. I mentioned in the first game, if he manages to land something so significant as that Fierce into any sort of drive rush cancel, it could be a giant burst of damage if he decides to use it early, right?
Yes, indeed. That's one of the things that's great about Ryu as well. Both of these characters, explosive damage depending on the starters. Overhead is OD amnesia this time and punished outright. It's going to be big. He has level 2. Is he going to want to go into it to drain some drive? Not yet. He's just going to do it via the block string. So smart from Kakeru.
And again, Blaz has been so good in calling out some of the offense against Kakeru with that drive reversal, but now Kakeru is in a really big opportunity to get even more damage and pick Blaz apart on defense.
Most definitely. Oh, he tried the DI, but nah. Never for free. Caught him slipping as well with the light string. Kakeru, he's trying to move, he's trying to do stuff, but Blaz is keeping it nice and tight into the level 3 here. You're on life support, Kakeru. How are you going to get out of this one? Oh, Hashogeki, there goes the remaining drive gauge, opening him up to being chipped out. And see, that's one of the things that Blaz has stayed ahead of, right? Whenever he's about to lose his drive gauge, he uses the drive reversal. He gets him off of him. True. Kakeru at that time, not recognizing that was one of the only ways in that situation to relieve the pressure.
And it was so difficult too, right? I think a single hit allowing him to go into like a drive rush cancel, if Kakeru manages to land it, he wins off of that, right? Yeah. With level 3, so we don't blame him. We definitely don't blame him. It was just so tantalizing to have.
Absolutely not. Ooh, but the solar plexus getting parried in the neutral as well. I love to see it.
Oh, checking the movement yet again. That roundhouse just ever so active and right in the face too. Forward
Blaz saving himself from the punish counter throw by drive rushing out of it. But we already got a perfect parry.
It's kind of tough. Looking a little bit dry too on the drive gauge. Blaz still peppering down Kakeru, looking to season him up just a little bit with a couple of those normals and those Hashogekis, but now at full screen, Kakeru is in control.
Oh man, the timings on the parries is so good from Blaz too. He's not showing it too early, letting Kakeru get a teleport throw for free or anything like that. That's what, he tried one of those confident walk-up throws. Kakeru reacted in time. And there's what I'm talking about. The departure's out there, then he'll walk in and walk out of your crouch medium kick range to bait you into doing it, and that timing is so succinct, it's perfect to combo into the spike afterward.
But he's not dead yet. Blaz also just needs one more hit. He could bring out the critical art. Oh, too scary, that's a jab. Drive reversal, golf swing.
Indeed, and now Blaz has built up some drive meter. He's actually gonna burn himself out. He got the hit, but he doesn't have the kill just yet. Try to throw Kakeru. Walking back right there. That could have been dangerous, Blaz, if he had the hard read ready with the crouch medium kick. Who knows?
Early drive reversal for the side of Kakeru. Wants to establish that dominance, throwing a bunch of the projectiles, setting up the double departure. If you look as to see the drive gauge right now, you understand why his objective is to chip out Blaz, or at least get him into burnout quicker. But his parrying timing, his understanding of what needs to be done on defense has been so on point. That hits! Counter hit as well. Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get the juggle that he was looking for. Oh, trying to parry afterwards, but Kakeru, he was already committed to the dash jab. Nice whip punish with the drive rush. Knew they had been favoring the donkey kick as well. Not gonna let him have it.
Still so dangerous too. A lot of control coming in now. The corner. Blaz blocking the overhead, surviving the onslaught. Does manage to get a couple of lights, creating a lot more space for himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Now no danger of DI in the corner or anything like that. Does get tripped up.
The spacing in the low medium does catch a button from the side of Kakeru. That was a counter. Oh my God. Kakeru is starting to use movement a lot more, and Blaz is catching him. Wait a minute.
That OD amnesia, that had to be one of the last active frames. Bails him out in this instance, and again the drive reversal because he knows he's gonna get burnt out. He might as well relieve some of that pressure. They empty jump to dodge the crouch fierce, and then the shimmy. Oh my goodness.
This kid is amazing.
Legitimately, man. Both of these players, already in the corner, trying to apply that pressure. Kakeru picks his spot. And he just gets a clean punish off of it, just the crouch medium kick, nothing more.
And still checking the skies as well. Blaz trying to go for those air approaches. Kakeru nullifying it 2 times over in that entire sequence while he was in the corner. Back throw. Gets the tree glove departure. Still checking the advancement with a couple of the projectiles. Tree glove again.
And putting him back out. Blaz very low on the drive, but he actually held it and let go that time just for Kakeru to spike him into the gray.
A solid read from the side of Blaz could spell big damage into the level 3. Kakeru is not going to give it to him. He's been playing so passive up until this point. He's trying to reintroduce himself in close quarters.
And again, right, yeah, Kakeru is going to use level 2 before he gets his drive meter back, nullifying the chance at parry, but he's got it. He didn't combo all the way through, but the snipe with the crouch medium kick and his timings with the departure are mind-blowing.
One more game away for Kakeru. Can he seal it?
Can he bring it home in his home country of Japan? You know the crowd is going to blow the roof off of this arena. Trying the empty jump.
I like this, now burning out the old man.
Indeed, he's going to be able to abuse this pressure in the corner now. He even was trying to just strike amnesia. The eye was there, and Kakeru did not have the amnesia ready that time. The strike amnesia is a way to get out, but a combo dropped.
Not looking good. Well, still pretty healthy in the life department now in burnout, though. Just needs one more sequence, but if that side switch happens from the side of Kakeru, it could spell a lot of danger. This is a great way to start it off, at least. Not going to get the side switch at all, right? He's still going to get full control as he gets to walk him down into the other one. Crouching medium.
Yes, indeed, Kakeru here. He's close to level 2 as well. Gonna build it in this combo. And now we're gonna pop it once he gets down. Yes, he's gonna try to continue the combo and finish this job. Will he be able to do it? And he does! Kakeru on set point for the grand finals.
Can he do it?
He's the only one that has made Blaz bleed so far. The only one that has handed him an L this entire tournament. And the perfect parry prince shows his royal bloodline again.
Set up a departure yet again. Blaz hasn't really found the right way in just yet. Very difficult setting up the entire dungeon of projectiles. What do you do now? The backdash! Away from danger, away from the throw. Parry's coming in. Just about orange. Now Blaz does get the punish counter. Sweep against Kakeru. The corner control now in favor of Blaz. He does get a bait against the throw.
Blaz really starting to build some momentum. He caught Kakeru right there. He was just ducking. But I gotta go back to that fireball drive rush. He actually did a short drive rush and stopped it because he knew Kakeru would perfect parry and check. He outplayed him so hard right there. That was amazing.
Excellent call, excellent call. Double departure now again. Blaz willing to spend a lot of that drive gauge rather early. Excellent block on the highs, but the low does expose him momentarily. But what happens now? You're still facing off against Kakeru's departures, his trap, his placements of fireballs, etc. What do you do about it? He's willing to spend that OD tree glove.
Yes, indeed, and look at that. He's just willing down that drive beater. He's like, you're gonna give me something or a way in once Blaz is holding it in response to the second spike.
The anti-air is there. Crouching heavy punch. Blaz sees an opportunity!
And he strikes, but no! The combo, leaves some damage on the table, but finds it anyway. 5-second rule. Let me get that damage back. And now Kakeru, he's burnt out. He does have meter to defend himself. Will he risk it? He pops the level 2 immediately. Jumping back here, he's just gonna take the chip damage. Blaz has the drive meter available. He's still got one bar and the trip from long distance and the back throw. Kakeru still has the chance here. Oh, and he does it! Abuchi Kakeru is your Capcom Cup 11 champion!
Against all odds, in the corner with the meter intact, he still held on for dear life, didn't even
goodness, man. What a grand finals. Kakeru and Blaz. I mean, it is undeniable that these two were the best players at this tournament. They consistently came through, showed new levels of Street Fighter 6, showed how to manipulate your opponent beyond the means we've ever seen before. Incredible play from both sides. I hope this becomes a classic for the next decade plus. I want to see these two go to war for as long as I'm alive.
You can hear it in the crowd.